What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're going to be looking at stabbing, EP versus button. So, we're going to play in position. Want to figure out the right sizing for what hand class for what's wrong. So, let's get started. Um, you guys go small here or go big? So, also, I think it
Oh,
has a lot to do with like I think under the gun should be betting a lot here. I don't. Do you guys think he's checking a lot?
no.
And it's checking a lot.
Yeah, probably 40-50%.
50%?
60
Yeah,
is
this is
checking.
deep. This is deep stack poker. You don't get to bet without flush interaction. He doesn't have the ace of spades.
Right.
Like,
And he's like out of
gotta check more.
position, heads up. So he
Yep.
should be checking a bunch.
Yep.
Actually, we haven't looked at that. Let's have a quick peek at what's gonna be his strategy.
Can I play a couple hands?
I know you're
Oh,
on
you
a
don't know how to yet.
but let's just have a quick look at
Yeah.
how
Look
often.
at all that green in the reports. Piles of checking.
Okay, so 50% checks, right? And then when he bets, he only bets small. He's checking a lot on mono board. Pure check on mono board.
All the low boards.
Okay, that's interesting.
And deep stack play is all about 5 card equity, right? Being able to make a 5 card hand. So, like, if you don't have a spade here, highly consider checking.
Yeah, range check on less high cards. But even on high cards, yeah. Not necessary, probably, to build range.
Yep. Yeah, where do we start betting a lot?
Oh, ace king 10 was pure check. Okay.
Our overpair advantage. Big pairs.
Rainbow unpaired.
Yeah, see, look at our betting frequency go up on rainbow boards where we're not as afraid of the flush, and the value of our high pair is much better because his continues are going to have lower equity without flush draw protection, right? The worst thing you want to do is bet your, ace king on this board and get raised, right? Or your ace queen on this board and get raised.
Oh,
Right. But here we can see deuces and threes don't count for your opponent.
Yeah, not nearly as much.
Yeah.
oh, interesting. I mess up UTG strategy.
Okay, so a lot of pair, and then it becomes what? Like Jack
But like
nine.
like on the board, the king queen queen board, even though it's got a flush draw, we bet that a lot.
Well, it's paired, right? So
Yeah. Yeah, the pair is more important. The high pair is more important than the flush draw. I'm just contradicting Peter.
good.
Good.
What can you say about those boards? Like Jack
Back four deuce. Wow.
high, mid,
So the
low.
higher the board, you need one high card on a board to start building betting range. It's around jack high board that you
High,
start.
mid, low. High, mid, low. High, mid, low.
Yeah, it's all about the disconnectedness. So
High, mid, low.
when you have like a queen, 7-2 board, your opponent has less 5 card equity with their hand, right? They don't have a clear straight draw to the nuts. They don't have a clear flush draw to the nuts. So rainbow boards, disconnected boards, you get to push that nut advantage with having the bigger over pairs. But the more connected the board is, the more flush drawy the board is, or the more locked up equity the board is, the worse it is for the under the gun player here.
Right.
And I have like different,
Except for the
like,
locked up, except for the locked up equity of trips.
Yeah,
All right. Let's give it a shot. So
I
my
mean, trip
guess here
boards.
is, I thought I would bet a lot on there, but like, yeah, maybe not so much. So bet big.
bottom check or better check.
7.1.
I wouldn't plot it though. I would go like 66.
You're making it too easy. You're making it too easy. Go big.
Maybe I am.
Let him float
And
with
what
his
is range
ace
doing?
four.
Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Your check?
You're a check.
Check behind.
I would bet small here.
Some, mostly check behind.
If you get raised to 12 big blinds, what do you want to do with this hand?
Snap fold.
You don't need small bet size here on this board.
Yeah. This hand is a marginal made hand, just looking to get to showdown. Maybe the king's good enough to bet, but want to have a spade here.
Check.
Don't got much room to play around, like what Peter was saying earlier.
Yeah. Like this hand, it's a disaster if the person raises to 12 and then bets 25 on the turn.
No
Right?
small
Like,
betting here.
yeah.
Yeah, and King
So-
10 is the first hand that will want to do it, but it doesn't even do it.
Lots of people misapply like a 40 big blind strategy to 150 big blind poker.
How? It's same on 40, no?
Okay, let's
No,
go
Or you
back
want to
here quickly.
even on 40, I don't think you want to small bet a lot. It's
Yeah,
like more
what-
like 20 big blind.
Okay, so those boards. Did we not notice those Jack 10 X board, Queen 10 X board? Like, what was this? Like Queen 10X? Queen
So
10X,
guys, listen,
Jack 10X?
there is my heuristic that how I look
And-
at the boards. It's very easy. If they put a lot of money for us, then we check a lot. So on 754, we have like a lot of betting range. So then we don't want to bet much. And this usually works on many boards. I cannot explain it too well, but
Clearly, you can't explain it.
Arthurus, what you mean is if we bet frequently, we bet small, and if we bet infrequently, we bet big. Is that what you meant?
no, it's about how in position is building the range. Then and before like around that we build our betting strategy on how we respond to various lines. So like 40 big lines deep on whatever board, it's always about if I don't know, I can type it out. I've seen it in GTO Wizard. It makes perfect sense. There's a
Thank
coach
you.
explaining. I can maybe link it later.
Okay, so I think we have a pattern here as well. We bet big on two high card, but it's not really two high card. It's like
Big and infrequently.
Jack
That's
10,
important.
Queen 10,
Scotty,
two high
so
cards, and a flush draw type of.
so I don't know about 987. It's probably, but some boards we still small bet, even for like we bet in infrequently.
Now
Well,
we can bet if we want. We don't have to, but we can.
Oh,
Infrequently, like the strategy overall is mixing.
On the turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still gonna be some checks here, but we can, like, there were no bets on the flop. We're gonna have some bets on the turn.
Okay.
And I think their size is uh not not 5.9. I think it's gonna be 2.35 and 3.9. So
Yeah,
I'll
but
I'll be a
Yeah.
chicken at 2.35.
I think we play only overbet or check strategy, facing check twice.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but this hand is like pure check back.
Okay.
We're betting the dark. Are
Um,
you insane?
If we have to overbet, then I think we check this. But I think this has some small bets. Let's
so
find out.
Frankie, why is that? He is pure checking, not pure, but like he's checking a bunch of sets and
Would you
aces and
ever
kings.
bet
I don't
fives?
think he's checking twice, though.
Would
That's
you
the
ever
thing.
bet fives?
Oh yeah, yeah. Fives, yeah, good queen, like because you're mixing king, queen, ace, queen on the flop. So when he checks twice, then you have like very good hand now. So yeah, you can
Makes
like
sense.
overbet for value king, queen, ace, queen now.
But you can't overbet king 10, can you? So
No,
that
no.
check it. Yuck.
You need
Come
to
on.
check some queen.
There's some bets.
Okay, Potter check, very nice.
Okay.
And show his range?
No.
UTG range?
It will be cab, like checking lots of nines and below, stuff like this.
Okay. So king 10's main size
I
is
mean, if he's beyond capped, why don't we bet king 10?
Because he's not
Still
Oh,
capped.
check some
Take a look
queen
at his
X and
range. He's
checks.
protected. He's protected all kinds of stuff. And if you bet king 10, are you so happy to get like 5x raised here on the double flush draw board? Like
yeah,
you're just
but
gonna barbecue yourself.
Louis.
versus population, it's a must bet, no?
We might need king 10 suited might only be the hearts.
Like population, as I understand, we will never punish us taking this line.
I'm telling you, if you do this against me, I'm gonna check raise you mercilessly.
Okay, copy.
Okay. Roll over king 10 suited, please.
Suited, huh?
King 10 suited. Right. You can't bet king 10 suited without a heart, without it being hearts. So king 10 is not good enough to bet because it's overbet. I was wrong.
So like a 10 would never really, and then the
No,
10 would go
no, it's
50.
not. It's good. It does have the freak. I was right. Why am I right?
Call.
Oh,
It's an easy call. Anything else we can do? No, right? Can't
right.
raise.
Did you did we bet the
Yeah.
turn or did we check the turn?
Oh, okay.
Turn was a check.
We checked. Yeah, then of course we call. This is easy.
You guys never raise here?
No,
Okay.
never.
Maybe I'm a little crazy. Okay, 10
So
nine.
I didn't see, so it had us betting that 23% of the time, and I didn't see that at all in the strategy when we showed it. Was it just that magical hand, king 10 offsuit, and all the rest don't? Because it looked like king 10 offsuit was
Only with
based
a heart.
range.
Yeah, if you have the king of hearts in your hand.
Yeah, if
Right.
you turn the heart, basically.
The king or the 10 of hearts you need.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I have a good idea.
This is a check.
No. Do you
Yes.
see how bad this board is for him?
Yes. Do you
I
see
mean,
what our is?
I think our hand wants to check, right? I'm with
Hand
you on
wants to
that.
check.
But I don't think he's checking a lot of tens, right?
Sure he is. He has 10 jack here that is not interested in playing for 100 big blinds.
Mhm.
I mean, are you really happy to play for 100 big blinds with 10 queen?
But this board really misses his range. You guys realize that?
Yep.
Yes,
It
that's why we can,
doesn't have anything here.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
think
but there's no range betting for us, right?
I think on 3-4-5, we might have range bet. I think on
No,
the,
it was still 60 or like
but
something
not
like
this.
this.
all right, I guess this is always going to be a good check then, especially under the 8. Maybe pocket 9 we could stab. No, we couldn't stab here
Yeah.
because the board is good for us and we have equity.
We also have hands that we can improve with if a 9 or a 6 turns. So,
But still, it was a majority check, just not
yeah.
overwhelming.
We
But
have a lot
stabbing
of
here's
see
yeah.
that's what I meant. This board is so good for us and so bad for him that we just bet small every time. With
Except
No,
everything.
for like
all 50,
except for like
50%
with
of the time.
sixes, sevens, and nines, right? Like those are the hands that want to check the most here.
The pairs, right? The marginal equity. Look
But
at Phil.
even look at your offsuit tens. Like all of your offsuit tens, except for ace 10, are primarily checking. Right? Deep stack poker, it's not about making a one pair hand that's slightly better than your opponent. It's about having 5 card equity.
Right, so we could stop. Let's play this stop. What?
Slightly bigger.
He's talking about on the flop. It's a stab.
After we stop, do we bet again? Make it a
No,
multi street?
nope.
Uh, we don't have a spade in our hand, which is dangerous. Um,
We're pretty quick
the,
on saying no, Scotty.
I know. It's
the
100 big blinds.
deuce.
So I can be wrong, but I'm confident in my answers. I was also confident in my king 10, which turned out to be right after I said
Mhm.
that I was wrong.
Yeah.
We were betting it small 25% of the time.
The deuce is going to be a card that we could polarize on because it doesn't change anything. Equity is still really incomplete, but the draw factor is getting pretty heavy. But I mean, if you go 6 chips here, like there's so much behind that you just can't price out a draw. And you don't really want to get check raised with this hand because you're winning at reasonable frequency.
Yeah. And he's now we had a range advantage on the flop tremendously. We don't have a range advantage anymore after he calls.
What about the idea that if we check back, he's gonna bomb this river and we're kind of gonna have to call?
We call
Yeah.
we call a lot we call across a lot of non-spade rivers.
Yeah.
We if a
Oh,
9 comes in, if a 9 comes in, we probably fold.
yeah.
If a 6 comes in, we probably call.
Yeah.
Why is the
Probably
nine
call.
bothering you, Scotty?
because
Six
his because his straight draws that he continued with turn into pairs.
Yeah, his suited nines and then his jack queens and stuff like that he would float on this flop,
Right.
right?
So
Like jack queen of hearts.
he's gonna have to bluff some busted hands on the river when we check, and those are the ones we want to call. The 9 makes some of those busted hands good.
All right, I
That's
guess we check then.
Yep. This is a brick. We call.
Yeah, we just lose to pocket jacks or king 10 and
Yeah.
beat everything else. Easy
Yeah.
game.
And then nowhere, no raising ever, right?
Never.
Are you trying to turn your marginal made hand into a bluff?
Yes,
No,
that's what he's trying to
I'm
do.
value raising.
No,
If
you're
we
not.
were to see bet on the flop, Do you think that we still would check on the turn and river?
I think it's a one street hand on our side. Like you just bet once and then that's it.
Oh,
So one street and then you try to reach a showdown. I think
Right.
that's what
So
well, I just saw that the wizard had you could have went either way on the flop. You could have went
yeah,
like instead of
yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
let's check the flop instead and see how much we bet that turn.
We
Deuce of
don't.
spades.
Yeah, I think we might do it with with a seven of spades and not without. No, you can do all of them.
So now we get to size up a little bit. See
Right, but
we
not polar. It's still 2.5 and 3.9.
Yeah, I mean, you're 100 big blinds deep. It's not really sizing up to go to 3 chips.
Yeah.
yeah, one street.
Yep. Now, if you check the if you check the whole way, do you bet the river? Can you get your one street on the river?
Thing is, you're gonna get put in a kind of a spot here, but
Have him check. He checks. Yeah.
definitely one street.
Now you can go for anything.
Yeah,
Five's
five,
bet.
5 chips. Yeah, I mean, he might call you with some ace high here, even, right?
Yeah. So Louis defined it perfectly. It's a one street hand.
Did you see that guy? He had a set of eights and check called and then checked again.
I
Yeah, you
wouldn't
want to
be
raise that
worried
guy
of,
on the river.
I wouldn't be worried about population doing that, just you, Pete. So
Probably.
not worried at all. Uh, not betting, right?
Oh, check.
Okay, so far we figure that second pairs and low pairs are, can we say they're not betting often? Kind of, right?
You can say they're one street hands because our second pair, oh no, that was,
No, it's good.
yeah, the king 10 didn't do it at all. On the flop, they didn't bet at all. The sevens, though, the sevens did bet. They bet half the time.
I mean, it's obvious, like, but
Yeah.
easy call.
Easy call. Now it's an easy fold, but he didn't bet.
We got our one street. That's
Yep.
it.
We got our one street against a better hand.
Okay, a 10 here. I wanna bet big here.
Okay.
Is that a good
Uh,
idea against under the gun? Maybe not, right?
We have the jack of spades. I
no,
think that means I think that
yeah,
means
if
yeah.
you
You're also checking this hand back at least 40% of the time, I believe.
this so this hand has two elements that we really, really like deep stacked. It has a spade and it has a heart blocking our opponent's most likely continues. This is the combo of Jack 10 that I want to bet the most.
Okay.
And so I would consider, because I'm checking a lot of Jack 10 at some frequency, that I might bet pot with this hand. 7 chips.
I don't know about that. I would be 66.
So your hand is also vulnerable here. And yeah, you can see it's checking at pretty good frequency. So I would need to put on some extra gas here.
You notice that the size that it liked the most was the smallest size when it bet. It didn't
Yeah.
hate the second, it didn't hate half pot, but it liked 33.
Again, this hand's likely to fit in the one and done bucket. So not a lot of pot betting. What is betting pot here, Louis? Just hover over the 7-1.
Sets.
Pocket threes. Yeah, pocket threes, pocket fours.
I don't even see the 7-1. I don't even see the pocket threes, pocket
It's
fours.
only like
There.
1%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could just lose that and say that this board doesn't do it.
Yes.
What are we betting? The draws.
Yeah, 2 pair. 4-3 as well. Okay. These fours, 4-3.
Sets of threes, sets of fours, bet pure.
Yeah.
Sets of tens, bet a lot. There's very little checking back of your top set.
And all the stuff that wraps around the 10.
Yep. And then the ace 10. The ace 10 is your value 10. The rest of your
Yeah.
tens, no other 10 other than ace 10 even bets more than 50%.
Probably stuff with blockers too. Bets
Yeah.
more, that's higher.
Yeah, probably the king 10 and queen 10 are the heart varieties. Take a look at the suited ones.
What's this filter, Louis?
That's
Is it-
spades.
Combo draws.
Thank you.
You bid big with a nut flush right here. Okay.
Yeah. Ace X of spades is willing to play for 100 big blinds here a lot of the time.
Preferably not on the turn.
Do you ever look at the equity buckets when you analyze something like this?
Yeah.
Just like- yeah. Oh yeah.
He has the range advantage, but not the EQ, but not the realization of it.
All right. So ace turn would be the worst for us. Would be the best for him. Okay, so a lot of checking here with the Jack 10, and you would bet a lot with 5-6 a spade, ace 9 a spade, those kind of. Ooh, over bet. Very fancy. What do you guys think we should do?
Against the solver, I think you need to call this. Against humans, I think you can do a lot of folding to the overbet. And with us blocking the two flush draws, Does that put it in value range?
Put on your seatbelt.
Yeah, I think against the solver, you have to call here.
Yeah.
There might be some folding, but you're not, it's not going to be more than 60% folds, I don't believe.
I don't
Good for
think
me.
you can say, Scotty, that against all of population you need to fold. You need to fall against some portion of the population for sure.
Mhm.
You can't fold to the crazies here.
Right, but when you say population, you're saying I don't have any other read. So you're playing against a generic opponent who hasn't, otherwise you wouldn't call them population.
You kind of have always a V-tip, or you've seen a couple of hands, maybe.
Yeah, then
Vague
you have an
idea, you know?
Yeah, you're right. I should have said that. Against an unknown opponent,
Uh, I would
I would
always
fold a
call
lot more than I
here.
would against the solver.
Anybody folding?
So our defense hierarchy,
Yeah, I think there might be more value in folding.
right? When we think of hands that we get to defend, we get to defend from the top down. So when we turn a queen, we get to defend that. We get to defend combo draws. We get to defend flush draws from both sides. Then we get to tens, right? Like, you know,
Okay, yeah,
is this a
yeah.
bad blocker? Right? Do we block the combo draws that he would use this sizing with?
Okay, but let's put it another way, Pete. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How many tens do you check back on?
Well, all of them except ace 10.
I'd say most of your tens are gone, or a bunch of them.
No,
Ace
we're
10,
Ace
king
checking.
10, queen 10.
No, we still have all of those. Because we check all of them on the flop.
We do, but
So we get to
like,
defend with our better tens first,
like,
right?
look at this though, like half of them are gone, right? Ace 10 is gone, half of king 10, half of queen 10, right? So we start here. Yeah, we got this half, this half, this half. So it's basically our third best hand.
Except that on the offsuit side, we're checking king 10 almost pure, right? And queen 10 and jack 10.
Still the same. It's
But
our third best hand.
those represent more combos, right? So we get to call more king 10, more queen 10.
There's no way you're gonna make me fold jack
Louis,
10.
Louis, Louis,
Okay.
we've bet away somewhere near half our tens already.
Yeah.
We have somewhere near half the tens we started with.
So this is like the upper part of our tens still, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you have
This
a point, Pete, but
yeah. This deep, I would rather be calling 9-8 of hearts than jack 10 here.
okay, so question now. Is having a spade good or bad?
Bad.
I don't know, Pete, because if the spade comes on the river, we have a pretty good blocker for it.
This specific spade is probably where he's going to pull his bluffs from, though.
What
We
about the
want
heart?
him to have we want him to have king jack here,
Do
right?
we?
Yeah, because we're beating king jack.
I'd rather have him have like ace 5.
All right.
What about having the hearts?
Um,
Pretty good, right? The heart comes on the river. We can hero because we block the flush. So it's a good thing.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what was the competition that I saw here was that we block him from betting his spade and heart draws right now. But when he has a spade and a heart draw, we block them from coming in. So that's good. So I
Yeah.
don't know which of those is more important.
Also back to the jack. Say a 9 or an ace comes on the river. You want to have a jack in your hand because then you block the straight. Feels like a pretty good call. Let's see how far off I am. Oh, see? It's call or raid. It's never fold.
Yeah.
Still
See,
fold.
it's low equity here, right?
All right.
So it's turning this hand into a bluff, right? You're clearly not raising for value here against a polarized range.
No. You're using it as a blocker bluff.
All right.
Yeah.
Then we
Right.
check back, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, good luck.
Yeah.
Ace
Ta-da.
jack. Yeah, see, the jack was bad. We need him to be bluffing that jack. Maybe 10-8 would be a better call.
I
Do you
think
want to
they,
look at that? You want to look at the suits on the turn and see whether what the other jack tens do? Because that was our question. Against that polarized bet.
they just call all of it. They don't get to fold Jack 10 ever.
No, no, we're not. No, but we had raises.
They actually do.
Yeah.
It's the only one that has raises. That's
it's
your
the
answer.
and it's the one that folds because having a jack here is really bad. You want to unblock him having a jack. Look at 10-7 and 10-8. They're just happy
Yeah.
to call off. But Jack 10 is the one that really has a bad blocker here. Look, it's folding pocket jacks pure.
The Jack is not good, right?
What?
Oh,
Fold your
um,
jack. It's calling with the
What?
10. It's folding pocket jacks because
I'd
having
rather
two
have a
jacks.
10 here than
Oh my God.
no,
Yeah,
Scott,
I'm telling you.
you don't get
Having
it.
a jack here was bad. He
Yeah,
didn't
No
win.
blockers with
Jack
Jacks.
10.
At least with the 10, you block a set of 10s. It's a lot better of a call.
Yeah. And look
Yeah.
at Jack 10 suited, right? Like it's primarily folding those. Yeah, only continues with the hearts.
Okay, and then look at this. Having the heart here, the Jack of Heart is not ideal.
No, having the jack of hearts is good compared to the other ones.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But
The 10 of hearts and the 10 of hearts is wonderful.
And we caught him bluffing with exactly the hand that we wanted him to have. Ace jack off.
Yeah.
okay. So let's see this one. What do you guys think?
But you really, yeah. So the answer was you really want to have a spade and you really want to have a heart,
Yeah. And you don't want to have a jack.
right? And it's also or a spade or a heart is good enough to elevate your 10 to spite the jackness of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great.
What a disaster this is.
This is a check and lose.
Why did we call pre-flop?
Yuck.
It's
I
Queen
did.
Spade. I was gonna three bet, but then I saw it was under the gun, so I said, okay, maybe just call. I roll low.
Three bets. Oh my gosh, the humanity. The disrespectful inhumanity. You make me cry.
It's under the gun, so I just call. I couldn't three bet.
We
Hey,
tell
two
me that you
broadways,
guys,
Peter. Two broadways, two face card. What are you gonna do?
tell me
Forward?
that you guys fold this at least some of the time on the button. This is,
Never.
oh God.
I'm going to the laundromat and I'm folding my laundry before I call this hand.
Scotty, if you play against me and I'm on the button, keep in mind I just always have this hand and nothing else.
Good.
I mean,
I want you to have
what?
this garbage.
You
So
want to
we
talk about
what did
bottom?
we have for notes?
On
I
the
think
eight
we had
board,
a
when we
note
bet,
on wheels, no? But it's not a wheel. Oh, is
no,
it? Okay.
Louis,
Yeah.
this is what we have.
Ace deuce.
This, on this board, we have big bets and checks. We have very few small bets is what I remember seeing. And this hand does not fit in a big bet category. That's what I think. When we look at this, I think we're going to see very little of the orange. We're going to see lots of reds and lots of greens.
So this hand, what do you guys think?
This is a green.
Yeah.
Do you
Low
get
frequency 4.7, high frequency check.
a king eye to fold if you bet?
Um,
Yes.
I don't know that
Yes.
you're looking to get king high to fold. You're just looking to clean up your equity with queen high here.
Okay, so just check.
Yeah, checker 4.7.
Yeah.
I am so wrong on all of these.
You know?
We may need another session of this. Or 10.
No diamond, no bet.
Yeah. Our plan, by the way, Louis, our plan with this hand is to lose.
Yeah.
But we call?
No,
No,
we have lots of better stuff to bluff catch
yeah,
with here.
call with a queen high.
Good raise. See,
You can fold.
you
Liver
see,
in the sliver.
That's not that's not even sliver. That's solver noise. All right.
Oh, shaman.
Check.
So Louis, did you want to look to see if that flop had any small bets across the range?
no, do you?
Yeah. Now that you've pushed that many buttons. Yeah.
Probably
I think
some
it's gonna
small
be
bets with
polar here. There's no
Oh,
small bet.
that was what I'm saying. No
Yeah.
small bet.
Yeah.
just pot.
Yeah, no, not even five, not even the 4.7s. That's really extreme.
Yeah, welcome to deep stack poker.
Pot
Like
and over pot, only bet sizes.
when you're 100 big blinds, the first thing you ask yourself is this a 5 card 100 big blind hand?
One thing we didn't look at, the 150% flop bets.
Uh-huh.
No one thought of that.
Look at all those flush draws.
Called pair boards.
Ace 6-3. Offsuit, ace 6-3 rainbow.
So wait. A lot of
Yeah, it's high, mid, low, or high, low, low with a flush draw or with a pair.
Yeah.
Right?
Ace
And
8-8.
disconnected.
Ace 8-8. You have an 8. He has ace king.
Yeah.
Let's go.
so ace high, rainbow,
Yep.
disconnect,
Mhm.
right? Disconnected. All of them, right? Ace 6-4, ace 9 deuce. There's always a 6 to mess things up. Or a 7.
Yeah.
Or a 9.
One Broadway with paired middle card, 8 and below.
Say that again? One rubber.
One Broadway with low card being paired. King 6-6, ace 8-8, king 5-5,
Queen
queen
5-5.
5-5, yeah.
But we haven't seen one with a jack yet. Scroll down another screen and let's see if the jack starts coming in.
It's gonna be hard for the jack because it starts to connect to like the middling area.
Yeah. But I was thinking like for jack 6-6 and it's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so queen that heuristic sort of ends at the queen.
Yeah.
Queen 6-6 is there, but Jack 6-6 isn't. And Queen 6-6, Ace 6-6, King 6-6 are all there. And when we get to these hands like the Ace 4-2 and those, while we still have these overpots, the pot size is is the preferred size.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that like 80% check, so it must be only value that we're betting, right?
And some bluff. There's a bluff that goes with it.
Yeah, this is like trips only, and even some top is mixing.
Trips, and then you put in some flush draw and some of your flush draws go with it.
Yeah, it must be like just value.
But
Value
we
and
also need to check if EP is checking,
A7.
because there
that's
were
what
some
I
paired
also
boards
thought.
where EP
I thought
was
like
range betting.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
he's
A7-3, you do it with king 6.
King six, king fives, straight
That's your
interaction.
bluff. 6-4 makes total sense. That's great. 5-3 is scary as shit.
combo
I
draw.
would, I'm doing 5-4 before 5-3. 4-3 is gangster.
So it's not really doing any top pairs, right? Two pair, and then
Ace queen, ace king, get to go for it, but
Yeah.
very cautious with your ace here.
but even ace queen and ace king, it's mostly checking.
Yep.
If you look at king five suited though, that's not checking.
Oh. That is your crazy out of your ass bluff.
Yeah, your ability to make a 5 card hand is greater than your ability to have a better kicker and get value.
Are we really valuing a backdoor straight that much? With the 5 and the 6 there? Is that what that is?
Yeah. Yeah, the king allows you to turn top second pair. When you bet that big, he doesn't get to float much king high, so your king high gets better.
Right.
And yeah, the ability to barrel, right? Like if a 4 turns, that king 5 and king 6 are gonna barrel, and like
Right.
his ace 9 is just in the box when it faces a pot size flop and an overbet on the turn,
Yeah.
right? Like, what are you doing with ace 7 or with ace 9 there? You're indifferent, maybe folding.
Yeah.
Wow, 6-5 suited, just dropping the business here.
Oh yeah. That's at least a real draw. I mean, that's a draw.
That's a bit, yeah.
It's the
Gotcha.
Let's go.
5 monster.
Let's go 6-5 of spades.
Gotcha. You're just how is the 7 here? Like 7, 6, 7, 5, just pressing the gas pedal. We have a spot where we say like second pair or 1 street. Okay, so is it going for 1 street? I hope it is for this size.
This is
Not the
mergy because you
draw.
make him fold ace plus,
Yeah.
and you unblock those hands.
Okay,
And you
so
block
you
the
specify
value, which is set.
And you still have straight interaction.
With
not the
with
combo draw, right? Because the combo draw ones are
yeah,
playing.
it could come. Yeah, the 7-6, it could come 4-5.
All right.
Yeah, on A7 deuce, that all goes. A lot of that goes away.
Okay, monotone is like checking range, right? King eye monotone, it's just checking. Then we have it. So we just bet small on monotone.
Yeah, we bet small here and we bet small with this hand. This hand is
Any
great.
reason to size up?
No, it's monotone.
Right.
I mean, okay. Wow,
Anyone saw the check coming?
this hand checks way more.
I
than
did.
What's wrong with you, Peter?
How are you going to convince this guy to put in 100 big blinds if you don't let him start doing some betting?
How are you gonna win a poker tournament if you don't bet your best hands, Peter? You can't always check.
You can't always get. Not all hands are 100 big blind hands at 100 big
You
blinds.
can't go check every hand.
This guy went to the Louis Academy of if your opponent checks, you just blast the turn.
I hope
Yeah.
I
Easy call.
really
All
hope for us
polarized betting.
he does because when I check here, I feel my memory only remembers the time where it goes check, and then I just don't get value.
Just bet the turn,
Yeah.
Louis.
You know that selective memory?
Uh-huh. There you go. Now the board's even
Oh,
wetter. Not
Peter,
good for his
he
range.
checks again. What are we
That's
gonna
Okay,
do?
then bet
okay.
now. Louis, bet now.
Not okay. We have top. It's not okay.
So, I mean, we have a top pair. We have a marginal draw.
How
Bet-
much EV are we losing here? I'm losing my mind.
We have a good draw. Louis, bet 8.9. There,
Oh
and
my
then you can.
God. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're gonna shake the fish off the hook?
Well, Louis wants to bet. I'm saying if he wants to catch up for what he didn't make last time, he bet
All
8.5
right.
or 9.
Okay, so this can't be. Is it this one street hand? It can't be, right?
What do we got? We got a pair.
Yeah,
Look at this board.
four
We
liner.
block everything. We block
Let's do
everything
the
back.
four liner.
This is under the gun. He opens suited nines, offsuit jacks. It's not about like, what it is. We're not winning this hand that often.
Hmm.
We are after check.
No, he has all kinds of two pairs here that he's checking. He
All
has
right.
all kinds of straight. This is a flush board. Like he's checking two pair, really high frequency here. If you bet two pair on this board, like you're punting. Absolutely punting if you try and value bet two pair, tens and nines on this board.
In position or out of position? Both?
Out of position.
Thank you. Okay. Just wanted to clarify. What would you like to do, Louis?
I don't know anymore.
There you go. Good job, Lou. Okay, now punt it off. See what you do. Take your one pair into the under the guns range, who's out here with like either pocket sixes or, or two pair or a straight, and see what you want to do with this hand. This hand can play for big stacks, but I don't know that you want to. I think you're heading to value owning yourself here. And the bigger you squeeze, the worse it's going to be.
Okay, then bet 5.9.
I'm gonna bet two.
Yeah.
5.9.
2 is yucky. And by the
Yeah.
way, 125 is totally reasonable on this board, Peter.
It is. And look at the check. ISTD play.
The check is the minority play.
Yeah.
You can check it.
Yeah.
But Louis was feeling bad about not getting value, so Louis wanted to bet, and so Louis
All
got the
right.
bet.
Now, how do you like your value?
I like
It's
it just fine.
wonderful.
Okay.
I would bet 80%.
We
Okay.
lose to ace. The only thing we lose to that he still has is ace queen. Yes, we lose to flushes. He doesn't have a flush.
He
The
does.
opponent have a flush in this situation.
He's checking range on the flop. He has a bunch of flushes.
He check
Yeah.
raised flush on the turn.
He's just sitting here with ace five of spades waiting for you.
No, he's not.
He has some flushes, Scotty. Don't rule that out. It's Mr.
Yeah.
Software here. He has a bunch
And-
of tricks in his bag for
And
you.
when you get raised, you can fold.
You want to raise fold this? You want to bet fold this hand?
I would like to bet. I would like to bet and get called.
It's a four liner on a flush board. What's he going to call with that's worse than a straight?
Two pair.
That's worse than the second nut straight.
Two pair.
Set.
Set, you're right. Two pair, I think two pair folds pure here. I don't think you're going to get bluff caught by two pair.
Then go half pot to try to make to force him to have to defend more.
Yeah.
Peter is ruining the party.
All right.
Thank
There we go. Good boy. Good boy.
No. By the way, first of all, no checking, and second of all, breaks the Affleck rule. 24% less than half pot on the river in position.
Yeah. It's just because you really need to keep him wide here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't worry about that. Affleck rule stands most of the time.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
The
we
great,
found-
great guidelines. One of the.
There you go.
one
All
of
that
the-
for a chop.
We were crushing him on the flop and the turn.
Mhm.
Okay, 10 eye, flush draw.
He had four outs.
Mhm.
How do we? Okay. We want to bet combo draw. Right?
Yep.
Is this a combo draw? It looks like a one to me.
No, this is a combo backdoor.
Yeah.
You have no direct equity.
If
Okay,
you
yeah.
get check raised, are you happy to fold this hand?
Yes, so we can bet it.
Okay, then bet it. 4.7.
Am I thinking this wrong? This is not a combo draw. It's a bet small.
Yep. Yeah, the board, this was one of our boards we bet frequently. This was not one of our boards that we bet big. Yeah,
Okay,
if
I
you just
kind
look
of
at all
figured the eight was one, but okay, you need more than the eight, like 8-6, 9-8, Jack 8. But just an 8 or just a 9 is not enough. I thought it was like an 8 or a 9 with an overcard, and it kind of is, right?
it is. It's
Yeah,
just enough to
just
bet
not the
small.
ace. The king or the queen likes the sizing up better.
So how do you call like it's basically a fake combo draw, right?
Yeah.
It's a double backdoor with an over.
Sitting here, let's see if the fake combo draw comes around again later.
You're gonna give him the backdoor noodle job here. Well, that's terrible.
I want to give up, but I don't want to give up. It's time to give up.
We still beat some ace high here. We still beat some king high, some queen high, some jack high.
Won't a lot of those bluff on the river?
Sure.
Right.
If they bet 3 chips, maybe we call.
All right. Let's check. It's to the left, Louis. It's to the left.
Thank you.
Good boy.
You couldn't find the check.
Might fold.
He was bluffing.
Yeah.
Okay, we have something here. Okay, we have what does it say?
This is one of the boards we bet the most often.
Low connected rainbow. That looks like
Right.
it. Please check it.
Yeah. And
Small.
the bet's small.
All right. Get ready to check.
Gonna be one of our most checked
I'm
combos.
checking my SI speed, not my king eyes.
I think you can bet this one.
You can, right?
Ace
But
high. Ace high blocks his continues because he's continuing with all his aces here. Your king jack doesn't get a better hand to fold because he's never gonna fold an ace.
Peter is screwing up the party, Scotty. What are we gonna do?
This is your second best unpaired hand. You gotta check because you're never gonna get an ace to fold.
Nope.
Good boy. Check the hand.
Nope. Look at all the betting.
We
Look
were
at all
so
that betting.
wrong, Scotty. I was
But the
gonna bet
surprise,
small,
but
Scotty. What about you?
it's big. That's the thing.
Big,
That
yeah.
I didn't see it coming.
I don't know why.
Because it needs fold equity because he's gonna have lots of continues here. Yeah. King queen, pure check. King jack, primarily checking.
All right. And this board is a middle bet board, not a small bet board.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
just
All of your sets, all of your weak over pairs, they all need to put some gas in the tank because you can't let him float with 2 overcards and a backdoor flush.
mhm.
Can't let him get here with queen jack of hearts for cheap.
And we got to charge his aces.
Yep.
Because his
And
aces
we got to charge his raggy aces.
king checks here. Almost
Yeah.
pure.
Yeah, because you want to bet from the bottom up here, right? So you want to bet fives and sixes the most,
Hmm.
and like kings and queens the least.
Yeah.
Because kings and queens aren't afraid of an overcard. We want a middle card to come, right? We want him to turn a jack when we have pocket kings.
Yeah. That's a very bad card.
Yeah.
Or
No
we check.
flush, no flush interaction, no straight interaction, no 5 card equity, best unpaired hand. Never getting an ace to fold.
Hey,
And
left him off a chop.
yeah, 10.5.
Oh, I wanted to bluff him off a chop.
You guys are so funny.
All right. This hand wants to bet big, but it can't. So it has to bet small.
If we're going to have a 4.7 hand, this is going to be the one.
Yeah. And as you
But
see,
primarily checking.
So
no, it's
much
not checking.
checking. Ugh.
It's often checking.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh,
now it's a 4-liner with a flush. What do you think you're set now, Louis?
oh, I hate it.
You get a value on yourself a little more?
I'm okay, Pete, because he doesn't have no five.
He has some five.
No, he
Just pocket
doesn't.
fives. Just pocket fives.
Pocket five, eight, five. That's it. Screw him.
He
Okay.
also has spades, Louis.
Ah, it's true.
His ace jack of spades here. He's just waiting for you to bet.
Dude,
Just
what do
waiting,
we
I
do?
tell you.
What are we gonna do? Man, such a tough spot. Why is it so difficult?
If we're
This
going
is
to bet,
easy.
we need to bet small, I think.
How
Yeah.
are we an hour and a half in and I'm feeling so much discomfort?
Bet 3.9
Why?
because it's fun.
Yeah, maybe 5.5, but we got to keep it small here. We got to keep them wide.
5.5 better, much better.
This hand can stomach a check raise because it has 5 card better
Yeah, yeah,
equity than a
yeah.
flush.
Yep.
I don't mind sizing up a little there.
Okay.
We also did we check that hand on the turn?
No,
Oh,
we bet the hand on the turn.
I know, but I mean, were there checks?
Yeah.
Okay, because that also made sense. I like the 6.5 better.
Is this a combo draw?
No.
No, this is a marginally made hand that you can check behind.
Right. So the number one question I want to ask myself, is this a combo draw? Yes, bet. No? Check.
That's a good card.
Okay. Double flush draw board. We turn this into a bluff.
No, thank you. I just want to call.
Yeah,
Ooh.
good. Hey, this is great.
This is great, right?
Yeah. Do you want to turn it into a bluff to try to get a fold to 9? I don't.
Hey, Scott,
I
we're
don't.
not turning anything into a bluff here. We
Good.
got value.
Let's just check behind and let's just check behind and win.
We got
Sometimes.
value, Scotty. We beat King 6.
I know.
We beat
I'm
King.
not arguing. I was saying, do you want to? And the answer is no.
Louis thinking
We
of
beat
betting for
King
value.
5.
He's not
Oh,
Oh,
thinking of
Louis thinking
checking.
of betting for value?
Yeah,
Louis,
Louis
oh,
thinking of betting for
Jesus.
value. Louis always thinking of betting for value.
You do not have value here, Louis.
what's wrong with this range?
First
I'm
of all, King
playing
5
King
is too
5
bad.
here.
First of all, King 5 beats you.
I'm playing King 5. No, King 5 doesn't beat me.
Oh, sorry, it was wrong. Different
Yeah.
board. Okay. Fine. You want to bet this for value
Oh,
against
you
a
got
fine.
him from King 5, but he doesn't have King 5. What is this?
That's right.
Okay, fine.
He's trying to
Why
get
does it say the
value.
flop? It says the
He's
flop
trying to
is King 5 up there.
yeah. He's trying
Something's
to get
wrong with
value from the full house blocker 5-6 offsuit or 5-6 suited here.
Right. Louis, you're also you were looking at the wrong flop. You were looking at ace king 5, not ace 9 5.
Well, wait. We didn't play the river yet, right?
No. You were yeah, we were looking at a totally different board. You want to bet this for value,
What?
and I believe you are wrong. I believe that if you ever bet this, which I think you rarely do, you turn it into a bluff, try to get a 9 to fold.
Just nothing here. Does he have pocket trees? Let's go back. He does. Okay. We get some value by sixes.
That's
Yes,
a
we
set.
do.
No,
That's a
no.
full house.
The
No,
river
no.
has a
Oh,
river,
on the
river's
yeah,
a-
on the
Oh, damn.
yeah. Pocket sixes not being able to target right now.
Okay, so it's pocket fours. Precisely. And pocket trees.
that's your that's your value target. Would you now?
Which he doesn't open at full frequency.
It's getting thin around here. I don't know.
This is not a value hand.
I can't believe you're still thinking of trying to time hands to get value from.
Jesus.
I'm trying my best, but
You just
all I
gotta
came up
check.
with was pocket. Let's see. Maybe he calls the king eye. Who knows? Give that guy a chance to call. All right. Pair.
This is why you don't have 100 big blinds.
Listen, Scotty. 100 big blinds. I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
You know this one. This one's easy, Louis.
Louis gonna argue that we have a blocker to him having queen 10 here, so he wants to bet.
We get value from pocket nines, pocket eights, pocket seven, sixes, fives.
Get some king high to fold.
I don't think much kings are gonna fold. Okay, so what do we know about those high pair boards? He should be high pair boards. What do we know? Do we have a note on that?
Boards are not good for us.
High pair boards. High pair boards.
High pair boards are bad for us.
What kind of sizing do we go? And we bet.
Check. Our sizing is check.
If we bet, Scott, it's gonna be just small, right?
Yeah,
Um,
this one maybe because we can get some king high to fold and some ace high to fold here. Right?
But not only that, we can call by worst.
Yeah. Ace six of clubs, fold. We can get value from pocket sevens.
You get called by
This
ace
one
pocket spade, no? Do
this
you?
one might be a one street hand, and this might be the street we get it on.
It depends if it comes at 10 on the turn and we get
No, but it's pretty close.
the EV is really close. The decision is not. Jonathan Little is turning over in his grave as you people try to bet this hand. What did he teach us? What did he teach us on the first day?
He said bet jump.
He did.
You know what he teaches us? He said find a game you can beat. Play it at 10.
He
Even
said,
though we
bet
can
your
get value
premium hands. He said, bet your premium hands and your draws. Check your marginally made and your junk. That's the very first thing he said to us when he first met us. Hi, I'm Jonathan Little.
He may have said that a couple of times, Scotty.
A couple of
Yeah.
times.
It was betting a bunch of jacks for value though. So like this is the worst jack, right? So
Yes.
this is fine.
This is the worst
Put
jack.
this in the bucket. It's not the worst thing in the world.
All right.
Now you're just forced to bluff catch.
Yep. Call at least once.
Oh,
Hey, great.
thank goodness he checks.
And then check behind, Louis. And do not try to get value from a pair of nines or a pair of eights.
Why not?
Because you're gonna value on yourself against a jack.
Exactly.
We're too deep to play one pair, right?
Yeah.
No, we could play pocket kings here.
Could we?
Yes. Yes, because you don't value
Yeah.
one stuff against jack.
Pocket kings might go for value here.
They don't
Yeah.
get here very often because they don't check the flop that often, but they do get here.
Yeah, and you can see like all the jacks are betting except for king jack, right? King jack doesn't want to bet. Jack
And your
nine,
bad
jack
jack,
eight are
no.
just yeah.
Wait, how
Yeah.
are we here with so many jacks? What is this?
Because we check. We check the
Wow.
flop.
Wow.
Don't you bet ace jack on this flop, Louis. Don't you bet
What
it.
are you talking about, Peter? Of course I'm betting ace jack. You
Ace
think
Look at
I'm
it
jack.
check back.
playing for a
Look at it check
tournament
back queen jack.
to get
Look at it
ace
check back
jack
queen jack.
to get this board to check?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't get it. I don't get you guys. I don't get this solve. I don't get this spot. I don't get any of this.
You know what, Louis? You're just never regging for a tournament on time again. It's late reg tournaments for you only.
Hey, I think I'm pretty good deep stack, but clearly not when under the gun opens.
Yeah.
I also don't do that thing, calling like king six suited from the button. Unless it's a PKO and I cover. And then I just want to play for the bounty. So I'm gonna like,
You don't
You're
need to
super
call king six suited from the button. You can
you're
fold it.
super deep stack. You can call pretty wide from the button because you want to hit a home run ball. You're not looking to hit a double. You're not looking to hit a single, right? You're not looking to make a pair with a medium kicker. You are looking to make a 5 card hand to play for 150 big blinds. And king six suited loves this board.
yeah.
But
What's
did king
what's
six suited call pure pre-flop? Is it a pure call or is it just one of the mixes?
I call pure?
Does the wizard? I'm just asking. I don't know. I don't know
Yes.
the.
Yeah. It might even mix down to like king four here. Well, maybe
Okay.
not against under the gun. Maybe
No.
king six is the four here, but
Hey, Louis, you can bet this if you want.
What size?
Let's look at
What
the
do we
board.
know about those boards? High, mid, low. I have something about high, mid, lows.
Uh,
Or is it?
yeah, the jack and the eight are connected though.
I
It's
swear
the
I wrote
disconnected
it
boards.
myself. Where is it? I wrote it in caps.
It's the
Where the
very
hell
top
is it?
stuff. It's the last checked boards for in position is low connected rainbow, followed by mid connected rainbow, then low connected flush draw boards. So mostly small sizings. So let's go small here. This is a hand that's happy to get check raised.
yep. And it's happy to get bet fold.
Yeah.
We're happy to get a fold here. And if we continue, we continue.
Yeah. We're just happy to put some money in this pot.
Yeah.
All right, so we bet big, right?
Nope, small. Because we want to get check raised.
Is this a polar texture? Or a bet small often texture?
This is a bet small, often texture.
So like the first thing we need to do, like identify the texture. Right? Like,
Mhm.
is it rangy, bet small? Or is it polar? So this texture,
I think this texture is not polar.
so we say here, We use the small sizing the most on 10-eye and 9-eye rainbow connected.
But
Okay,
also on
it's
flush
not,
draw
not
boards.
really connected, right? We bet big the most on Jack low low. Jack low low.
Okay, well, this is Jack mid-low.
We bet big on Jack 10 2-eye card and a flush draw.
This is closer to that. So this is closer to a bet big board. It's sitting in between those two.
Yeah, the more you bet 4.7, the less you get check raised. And this is a hand that kind of wants to get check raised.
So Pete is hammering the small size. Let's see.
Yes.
No, it's big.
And both are true. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Great.
even
And there's-
checking it.
And it's
It's just
not,
annoying.
it never goes fully polar.
Right, so let's just quickly go back to the texture. Is it a bet big or a bet small type of board? Not very polar. So this isn't that polar. Small sizing the most. So it,
Small and mid.
yeah.
Yeah, mixing both pretty good frequency here.
Okay. Okay, on the third now. What do we do?
We are close to the bottom of our range. There's no change to straight interaction here. If we had an overpair like queens, we would want to bet for value. We also want to threaten that we're going to play for stacks. How big do we have to bet? 13 or 20?
Okay.
Overbet with value.
Yes.
Like we have deuces, we have eights, jacks, we have a jack eight suited.
Exactly. If we go back to our previous session, overbetting the turn, right?
Mhm.
This is a total brick. It doesn't improve any straights.
Mhm.
Our jacks are still the best, right?
Well,
I'm all for overbetting.
if we put 20 in and he puts 20 in, there's going to be 55 in there. It's going to be a pretty close to jam. We need to even go bigger. Probably not.
The nice thing about the 20 is that if we get there, we can jam. And if we don't get there and we want to bluff it, we can jam. So
Yeah.
that's not
Boom.
over bet or check. Those are the only choices.
Right on. He calls. Oh my God. This is GG.
That 8 is bad.
No, it's great.
That 8 is great.
It is great because he doesn't have any eights.
Because he folded all his 8s already? He folded his
Yeah,
8?
he only has
He
ace
didn't even
eight and
open
king eight.
them. Yeah, he didn't even open them.
Yeah.
So this is the way I'd see this. I would stick it in.
Except we don't want to bluff front door spades very often.
Right. It reduces our value hands.
Yeah, this is our,
So it's bad.
yeah. We can bluff 9-10. Like if we got here with 9-10 of hearts,
Hmm.
we bluff that. I think that this is
We
the
could
one.
bluff the lower flush draws like maybe 4-5, 5-6, 6-7.
Okay, you guys want to check? I'm not
Maybe.
in it. I'm sticking it in.
You need to even use your all-in size here.
Yeah. Like if we have value, we just
Yes, we
jam.
want Jack to fold. We want the Jack to fold.
No, I'm not trying to get a jack to fold. I don't even know what I'm targeting.
You're targeting a one pair hand.
I mean,
I don't expect him to fold a jack. I know he doesn't have an eight. I know the eight I feel like is better for us. But what I do know is that I don't think we overbet much worse combos on the card. So I think on this river, we're close to the bottom of our range. But
So
like
do you
Frank
think you get
said,
him
I
to?
think Frank nailed it. He said like 5-6, 5-4. probably are better combos here. So, okay.
We
Ha!
give this one up. Yeah,
See this? Are you in
right.
the
That's the
1%?
nice thing.
Are you in the 1%? Right,
No.
let's
Louis, you are a
But
top
go to,
1%.
no, we're not the 1%, but when we, but
1%
make
top
nice.
punter. Let's go. Punt it. Don't you go. Oh no. Jack nine.
Just a jack.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So take a look
I'm
at which
setting
one we
up.
do
I'm
bluff.
setting up. I'm not rebuying. I'm gonna wait until we're 40 big blinds and then I'm gonna.
So do we, I think we get there with 9-10 of hearts and we bluff that all the time. I think.
Let's see. See if Frank and Scotty are right. 5-6 of stuff. 9-10. Okay, 5-4. 5-4. 6-4.
Yeah, just
But
click on
not
the
a six.
filters, Louis.
Yep.
Not 9-10.
Oh, we didn't get
Yeah,
here.
you can see what it's doing with the filters. Right? You have some ace high, you have some king high, you have some busted draws, and then you have your trips are better for value.
Right. And the important thing is your only size is all in and check.
Yeah.
There's none of this.
Well, there's 1% of your 3 point of your half pot with Jack 8.
Yeah.
Right?
Can you guys tell me why King 5 and King 7 are going, but King 6 not so much?
Okay, roll over the king 5 and the king 7 that go.
King 5 doesn't like spade,
King 5 wants to do it with hearts. Okay.
but King 7 doesn't mind spade.
King 7 doesn't care.
See, my idea was to do it with that kind of stuff. But I don't
King
think
7
then why
blocks.
six
King
is
7 blocks an 8. It blocks 8-7 suited.
okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like that idea. The 5 blocks what? Nothing.
Nothing.
Great.
The king
But
5.
five's bottom of range. The five's bottom of range, and the 7 has a relevant blocker. So it chooses the 7 first, the 5 second, and the 6 last. If you're
So-
doing it with all your 5s and 6s, it's too much. So it's just because it's splitting its frequency here.
Yeah, because look at king 10. King 10 doesn't do it at all. King 10
Yeah.
suited.
All right. Well, I'm very sorry, guys, but we're gonna have to do this again.
I look forward to it a lot.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. I think this was a great session. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe. If you're not a member of our Discord, send me a message. Everyone is welcome. It's free and everything. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and play hard. Have a good weekend. See you guys on Monday.